In this video, we're going to go over how to assemble the Echo Max portable restroom. The first thing you want to do is connect the door to the front end of the base. Then use the 5/16 by 1 inch Torx bolt with the 5/16 flange lock nut with riveting washers on both sides. Use a wrench on the lock nut while someone on the outside uses a ratchet or a drill to tighten the bolts. Do this to all 4 pre-drill holes on the front of the base. Next, use a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill out all the drill start points on the door to get ready to connect the side panel. Do this on both sides. Then, place the side panel into the base and position it against the floor, aligning in place. Make sure the panel lines up flush with the top of the door, just like this. A clamp can be used to help hold it in place. Using the holes you just drilled out into the door, now drill through the top hole through the side panel and the bottom hole through the side panel, and place a rivet and a backing washer through each to hold the side panel in place. Then, drill out the rest of the holes and rivet them all. Then follow the same steps on the other side panel. Next, we're going to attach the back panel. Use a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill out all the drill start points on both sides of the back panel. Then take the back panel and place it on the back. Make sure the channels from the side panel are lined up with the channels on the sides of the back panel, and make sure the panel is flush at the top. Then, using the holes in the back panel that you just drilled out, drill through them through the side panel. Then take a rivet gun and a washer and rivet the sides. Next, we are going to install the 2 grab bars, one on the left panel and one on the back panel. Use a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill out all the drill start points on the back panel and the left panel. Then, have someone on the inside hold the grab bar in position, while someone on the outside uses a tri-bulb rivet to rivet on the grab bar. Starting with the back panel, align the bottom of the back panel flush with the lip of the base. Then, use a 5/16 drill bit to drill a hole through the middle of the back panel and the base. Then have the person on the outside insert a 5/16 by 1 inch Torx bolt and have someone on the inside put a 5/16 flange lock nut on. On both sides you will have large fender washers on. Then repeat this process on both the side panels. Once you have the middle holes set on each panel, then you will do this to all the holes around. You will only not bolt one hole, and that's the hole next to the tank on the left side panel. Now, once you have the side panels set to the base, you will now attach the handles on the left side panel and the right side panel. Use a 1/4 inch bit to drill out the holes. Then rivet the holes and have someone on the outside putting a washer on. Do this on the 2 designated spots on the left side panel and the 2 designated spots on the right side panel. You have 4 handles in total. Next, we're going to attach the roof. Have someone on the outside make sure the roof is lined up, and have someone on the inside use a 1/4 inch drill bit to drill out the designated holes. On the outside, have someone with the 1/4 by 20 by 1 1/4 inch Torx bolt with a 1/4 inch fender washer, and someone on the inside with another 1/4 inch fender washer and a 1/4 inch flange nut. Make sure to add the 1/4 inch fender washer. The fender washer is not pictured in this video because we added it to the assembly process after this video was filmed. Once you have done this to the front 3 holes on the roof, now do this to the rest of the roof. Once you have done this all the way around and the roof is secure, we are going to insert the vent stack. If you're using the 70-gallon tank, make sure to install the tank skirt first. If you're using the 45-gallon tank, you will skip this step. To attach the tank skirt, the first thing you will need to do is take out one of the bolts from the floor, just like in the video. You will then use this bolt and lock nut to attach the tank skirt to the base and the side panel. Then, on the other side of the tank skirt, hold it in place against the base and drill out a hole using a 5/16 drill bit. Then use a tri-bulb rivet to rivet in the tank skirt. Then we are going to place the tank in place and make sure it is level. Then use a 1/4-inch drill bit to drill out the holes of the tank through the wall. Then have someone on the outside push through the 1/4 by 20 by 1 1/4-inch Torx bolt. This bolt is a little longer than the ones on the roof, and have someone on the inside place a flange nut. Do this to the 3 designated areas in the 45-gallon tank. If you have the 70-gallon tank, there will be 5 designated areas. Then pull the vent stack down into place. Take a 5/16 drill bit and drill a hole into the vent stack and into the tank, and then rivet with a tri-bulb rivet into the vent stack, setting it into the tank. Next, we are going to install the toilet paper holder on the left side panel. Using a 5/16 drill bit, drill out the 4 designated holes where the toilet paper holder will go. Then have someone on the outside with a rivet gun, while someone on the inside holds the toilet paper holder in place and puts a backing washer on the rivet. Then pop the rivet. Next, attach the toilet seat. Next, we're going to install the door latch. First, push your 1/4 by 20 2.5-inch bolt through the door latch. Then put the door latch into position on the door with the bolt going through the hole. Then put the 1-inch fender washer on the outside of the door. Next, take your Loctite thread locker and apply it to the threads remaining on the outside of the door. Then put the lock nut on the threads. Then use a wrench and a screwdriver to tighten the latch until it's tight but can turn smoothly. In the next step, we're going to attach the 2 door springs. Use a coat hook to pull the spring through the door. Use a coat hook to pull the spring through the door. Then take your 2 door spring strain relievers and drill out the holes where they're supposed to go with a 5/16 drill bit. Make sure to just drill through a little bit and not drill through the entire door. Then use a tri-bulb rivet to rivet them on. Next, we're going to attach the coat hooks. Use a 5/16 drill bit to drill through the designated areas. Make sure not to drill through the entire door. Then use tri-bulb rivets to rivet on the coat hooks. And now your EcoMax wheelchair accessible restroom is fully assembled.